Can you scoot over?
Well, that's quite the reception, so thank you.
All that I am, I offer at the altar of love. All that I am, I offer at the altar of love. In sweet surrender, in sweet surrender. All that I am, I offer at the altar of love. Everybody. All that I am, I offer at the altar of love. In sweet surrender, in sweet surrender.
Shall we do a call and response?
All that I am, I offer at the altar of love. Everybody. All that I am, I offer at the altar of love. Ooh, and all that I am, I offer at the altar of love. All together. All that I am, I offer at the altar of love. Oh, in sweet surrender, in sweet surrender. Oh, in sweet surrender.
Here we go, come on.
All that I am, I offer at the altar of love.
Let's clap our hands, come on.
All that I am, I offer at the altar of love. In sweet surrender, in sweet surrender. All that I am, I offer at the altar of love. Just you all. All that I am, I offer. Okay, us. And all that I am, I offer at the altar of love. You all. Ooh, in sweet surrender. Everybody.
so much, gentlemen. Oh. All are welcome to sing, enjoy. I'm not on yet? Oh, I'm loud enough. To sing, to enjoy. What an easy day it's going to be for me. Wow. Hi. I'm Ezekiel, and I am your host, your stage host for today. I'm very happy to be here, enjoying the fall weather, watching as everybody's coming in Halloween dresses. It's fun. It's fun. I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm very happy to be here with you today. So as we are a group of individuals coming in all of our Halloween affair and everything else, we carry our own energies, our own thoughts, concepts, maybe plans, intentions, emotions, and we want to kind of take all those different energies and bring them into one singular aligned energy, just for this service, just for this moment, so we can absorb all that beautiful love and energy that's coming from Ananda, that we just got from Ananda Das. So, if you will, I've really been liking this, we're going to do 3 tones together. We're going to do an ah, an e, and an oo. So we'll begin by getting rid of our air. We'll take a deep breath in, and we'll do an ah. Hold pause. You guys are so quick. So I'm going to ask you to, and we'll empty your lungs, and upon that, we'll do a breath in, and ah, and then e, and then oo. Are we ready? Wonderful. Exit the air from your lungs. Again. Thank you for that. Today I set the intention to be open to a new experience with meditation, a new experience with technology, a new experience with what I can do in my life to take care of myself and enliven my existence. And so it is. We've got a lot of volunteers here. I'm a volunteer. There was people out front greeting you. There was people doing the toilets. There was people putting in toilet paper, everything. Everything is a volunteer, from the AV all the way down. So I want to take a moment to appreciate that. Seriously. It's a big deal. The youth leaders. And one thing that's important as well is we're always looking for new volunteers. And it's important as a part of my spiritual path to have service outlets. And this is one of those wonderful places you can do that. So if you're interested in joining with the kitchen, joining with the kids, doing something else, I found that when I became an active member of the community, I really started benefiting in a much greater way. It wasn't really just about giving to the community. I got a greater benefit from it as well. So if you're interested, please reach out. Thank you to everybody. Next, we got our chair. I love my chair. Not my chair, our chair. So this chair over here with our beautiful candle and our little fall decorations coming in represents a space that can be held by whatever or whoever you feel called to. Maybe it's there for somebody who couldn't be here. Maybe it's there for somebody you wish was here. Maybe they've transitioned. Maybe it's a dog. Maybe it's a snake. Maybe it's an elephant. Ganesha could fit in that chair. You know, he can shrink to whatever size he likes. So if you're here today and you're maybe having a hard moment, please recognize that we have this chair here for you to hold space so that you can also feel like you are complete as you're going through the service, and take advantage of it. We also always take a moment to recognize the fact that we are not the first people here. We will not be the last people here. And there were incredible tribes long before we got here. The Warm Springs, Paiute, Wascow, Klamath tribes. They were tending this land, taking care of this land. And now it's our turn to honor that and to be good stewards going forward, and to take actions to be good stewards in our daily lives going forward. So however you wish, send some energy and some thankfulness to those people before us. So next we got our vision statement. I really like this. If you guys want to do a howl for me. Howl! Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We are a community committed to co-creating a world of unity, spiritual awakening, and loving kindness. I love that so much. And to hear it said as a group is even more powerful, because this isn't just something that like one person chose. This is a group of us have decided that this is our joint mission, and we put it up there and we say it together. And we set that intention with power that this is what we are doing and this is what is occurring around us. The spiritual awakening is happening and the loving kindness is being spread. So thank you for joining us here, doing it this Sunday. I really do appreciate it. To spread the loving kindness, we have Ananda Das today, which is going to be absolutely wonderful. Our guest musician is also Ananda Das today, which is going to be extra wonderful. And if you haven't seen him before, heard him before, he's phenomenal, not just because of the music and the expression, but the depth of knowledge is there. He's a wonderful teacher, and you can really learn a lot from him, not just here, but in his programs outside of here. So really, really try to soak that up. So next we have celebrations. Do I have any children that want to run a microphone? Come on up. Come on up, please. Yes. So we got 2 mics. These guys aren't showing on today, Nico. Are your batteries a little light? Sorry, girls. Give me 1 moment. Be right back with you. That one working? Okay, here you go. Perfect. We'll start with 1. So, I'll come back and grab it in a moment. You can start with this one right here. Perfect. What's your name? Goldie. So nice to meet you. If you raise your hand up high, Goldie will be coming on over with a microphone. Celebrations. Thank you so much, Aaron. Celebrations are a moment where in our community, we can celebrate something that's going very well for us. This is not a moment to be promoting your new business or your new workshop, but it is a moment to be saying, hey, this is happening, I'm going on vacation, or I've been, we have this manifestation workshop coming up, I manifested this, or I'm in alignment. Celebrate. We want to hear it, if you're online especially as well, and we really get to enjoy it. So Lorraine, you can start us off.
I'll try to make this one brief. Just absolutely celebrating Ananda Das, and Friday night's kirtan was amazing. Yoga was outstanding. The voice lessons were amazing, and just looking forward to more today. And thank you, Ananda.
Hi, I'm Rochelle, and you spoke of going on vacation. I just came back from a little over 3 months solo traveling in Europe, and it was absolutely wonderful and amazing, and I feel so grateful and privileged that I was also very excited to come home. Like, I was so excited to come home and see all you guys, so it feels so good, not just to be in my own bed again, but to be back in community. So thank you guys, good to see you.
As well. So happy to see you as well.
I'm Mary, and I'm so grateful to be here today. I got home last night from a 3-week trip to Africa, a safari in Tanzania, got to trek to the mountain gorillas in Rwanda, the golden monkeys in Rwanda, and for those of you who know Sarah Jane Sese, I got to see her in Kenya. So it was a fabulous 3 weeks, and like you, Lorraine, or who just spoke about, Rochelle, so good to be home and be in community. I got home last night after 40 hours of traveling, and I said, I'm not missing Ananda this morning. So,
Wonderful. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, everybody. Is this on? Yeah. Okay. I'm just celebrating that I finally found a really, really wonderful farm helper, and I'm just really excited about it. I'm very grateful.
Yay for farm helpers. There's one more back there.
I'm celebrating my kids, mostly Grace. My daughter, she's a junior at Pacific University. She got accepted to the licensure program to graduate at 4 with a teacher certificate. she's also offered to come back home and to teach if she wanted to. So she doesn't need any supervision, apparently. But they're trying to hire her already as a teacher, so I guess that's a good sign.
Yay! Wonderful.
I'm Sandy Fisher, and I'm celebrating that Terry Hawkins is here today, our founding minister of Unity Community here in Central Oregon. She's so wonderful, and we're so happy to be here.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, guys, for coming down. I appreciate that.
I am celebrating a few things today. I recently started taking a energy work and psychic certification course with a woman that I adore and look up to quite a bit. It's interesting how things come into your life and then leave at the times that they're supposed to. Right now my family is going through some tragedy, and I have to absolutely celebrate energy work and also the power of love and the power of divinity. I am grateful that it is God's will and not mine for certain things. And I just pray, especially through affirmative prayer, that whatever God's will is for me and my child, that I have the power to be an active participant in that and do so through love. So I'm celebrating that today, even in some serious devastation. So thank you, and I'm really grateful to be here.
Hi, I'm Esther, and I'm celebrating my niece Sophie is visiting from Germany. It's my brother's daughter, and she did an exchange student a couple years ago up in Yelm, and now she's traveling with her boyfriend, so my home is
Yay.
filled with young, beautiful energy.
Wonderful.
I got to hang out with Joni last night, and as an intuitive healer, I don't know the tarot, and she had a tarot deck, and I came up with this spread that I made up, and if you don't see me for the next 4 months, I'll be studying the tarot. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. So I love divination cards, I love intuition, and I love you, and that's all.
Wonderful. We love you too.
I am celebrating on the 23rd with this man 26 years of marriage.
Whoa.
And we're headed to the coast for an amazing time.
That's amazing. Congratulations, guys. Is there anyone online as well, Nico? No one online? If you're online, please feel free to celebrate. We'd like to hear from you. Is there anyone else in the crowd? Well, thank you guys so much for your celebrations. I really, really appreciate that. And now we're going to celebrate bringing the kids up and saying a nice blessing for them. I'll take those microphones. Thank you so much. Do you guys want to stay for the blessing? You can sit, stand, whatever you feel called. Are there any other children? None? William, you kind of count. No? You don't have to come up if you guys don't want to, I promise. What are we working on today?
We will be hanging out in the classroom for a bit, doing an activity, and then of course there's always playground times.
Nice. Wonderful. Awesome. If you guys feel so called, we're going to do this blessing for them. We appreciate the holy gift you are. We see the divine light shining from you. May you always know what a treasure you are. May you always bring your gifts freely and fully to the world. Namaste. Thank you so much. You guys have fun. Really, really appreciate that. Oh, have fun. Put those microphones down here for a moment. We get to the fun stuff. Announcements. Yay. This is what they have me up here for. Assisted listening available. If you are having difficulty hearing even my loud voice, I would highly suggest you get some assisted listening. It's important so that you can hear the message that's being spread and the different things. It's not fun to be missing out. And so please, if you want to, scan that QR code. There's stuff available for you. Then we'll go to weekly announcements. So we do a lot of stuff here at Unity, and we got more stuff even than that. I'll just kind of run it. We have Sacred Sound happening every Sunday at 6 o'clock. This is a sound bath opportunity. If you've never done a sound bath, it's an opportunity for you to align yourself even further going into the week. There's rotating practitioners. It's a really wonderful thing that you can do for yourself for some self-love and care. We have men's group Mondays at 6 p.m. If you're interested, you can go and show. If you identify as a male, it's a place for you to go and get some community and be able to actually maybe be vulnerable or spread in a way and gain some spiritual awakening. Let's Get Metaphysical every Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. I am an avid proponent of this group. It is a conversational group from 10:30 to noon, ran by Jim and Joanne Pasmore, talking about the Tao. Currently going through the Tao and being able to get some realistic things that you can do on a daily basis to help with your life. We also have Wednesdays, services with myself and William Gregory. I will be speaking this Wednesday. The last Wednesday of the month, Kate Kavanaugh will be speaking and running a drum circle afterwards. So come on down and see us. We're having space, we're holding space and we're having fun. And we have a couple other things, I think, going on as well, but there's a lot of really fun stuff going on. Family Volunteer Day, Saturday 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. is going on, and the monthly Earth Care group as well at Friday. There's a lot going on here at Unity. This space is used not just for service here on Sunday and Wednesday, but also for all types of groups. It's online, it's on the calendar. Take advantage, it's available for you. Next, we have 50K to light the way. So this is something that we've been doing in order to raise money for our new minister who's coming in. We have the opportunity right now to be doubling our contributions based on some of the cornerstone donations from large donors that we kind of have inside of the community. I'm going to have Eric talk about it for a moment if he feels called to. It's platform 2.
I hear a call.
He knows.
Something just came to me. The energy in the room, we've been in transition, but we're sort of like a rocket ship getting ready to take off. We're going to have a new minister. It was announced last week in the newsletter that we have 2 candidates from inside our community, Matthew and William, and one of them is going to be our new minister. We need to show the energy and put the fuel into that rocket ship so that we can give them a salary, even though it's only a part-time salary. We need to pay them to be our minister. And we wanted to put that money in the bank so that when we make them an offer towards the end of the year and say next year we'd like you to come be lead our community, we want to have that money. So we're trying to put $50K away to light the way. We have lined up $25,000 from larger donors as a match, which means we each individually have to come up with $25,000 collectively to collect that match. So far, and we've been talking about this amount of a month, we've got a whole 9 people who've donated a little under $1,000. So let's get with it. Let's all reach into our pockets, do our fair share to fuel this rocket ship so that we can all take advantage of that energy going forward and grow the community, give us all what we want, give us that energy that lights our way.
Thank you so much, Eric. It's wonderful. And now I get to transition this over because if you don't necessarily have contributions on a monetary basis, because it's just not available for you, we also have other ways that you can help, and Leah will talk to you about that.
That's exactly how I was going to describe that. There's so many ways to participate in this fundraising effort, and thank you for the people who have already pledged donations to our silent auction and bake sale. It is so wonderful to see the creativity and talent that's in our community. This is an example of something that will be auctioned at our silent auction. It was donated by Charlotte Oakes, and this is a handmade quilt. So I know that a lot of you have skills and talents, and maybe you have a piece of jewelry that you don't wear anymore. Maybe you have a piece of art or something else that you don't use that is of value that you could donate to this. There's a sign-up sheet for your donations out in the lobby, and I'm also looking for volunteers to work at the silent auction too, so there's a sign-up sheet out there. Thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to this event.
Awesome. Good to meet you. Appreciate it, guys. I think I'm turned off. Should be going on in a moment. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you listening to us. We talk about this week after week, and it's important. It's something that matters to the community and matters for us holding space here. We are looking for that guide to bring us forward in the future, and we're all kind of a part of it, which is really fun. Speaking of which, Manifest Your Brand New Life. This is a workshop which is being led by Sonia, Donna, and Tara Townsend on October 25th from 11 to 1. You can find out more on the website if you're interested. We also have Reverend Jane's book blessing. This is Deep Medicine for Trauma. This is Reverend Jane Hyatt's book that she's coming out with. This is an event happening on Saturday, October 25th at 2 p.m. in order for us to bless the release of this book and to give energy into that. If you want more information, reach out to Claire or online, and I'm sure that it's available for you. And as always, as I said, there is a ton of stuff online. Grab a printed calendar out front if you're interested, and go online, turn your phone sideways if you can't look at the calendar properly. But there's rolling events going on that are for free or very nominal donations occurring here in this community that we can use to bolster ourselves and to gain happiness, peace, love. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So our last little item that we have before we get to enjoy some really wonderful music from Ananda Das is we are going to give our affirmation for the new minister. So we have two options for this, but this is what we're going to say together. We, the Unity Spiritual Community of Central Oregon Family, with infinite power and wisdom working in and through us, accept and appreciate our abundant well-being as we engage our ideal minister. This loving soul supports, uplifts, and guides us spiritually and organizationally in our wild soul mission for our good and the good of all beings. Thank you so much for that, guys. And so it is. It matters. In New Thought, we believe that our thoughts have power and that mind comes before form. And thus, as we put our intentions into this affirmation together in a group setting, we are working to bring about the greatest possible outcome for our congregation as a whole. It's metaphysics. It's pretty wonderful. So thank you for joining us in that. Next, we get to the really fun stuff. So, Ananda Das is a devotional artist, teacher, and founder of the Modern Bhakti Yoga Academy. With over 15 years of experience leading kirtans, spiritual trainings, and transformational retreats worldwide, he brings a unique blend of mantra, music, and mystic insight to his offerings. Ananda Das has gifted our community with his talks many times before. We've seen him before. He's absolutely wonderful. He is going to put on a great show for us and be able to give us some things that really help us on a day-to-day basis. So without any further ado, please welcome Ananda Das.
And Greg Warnick.
So we're going to start with a chant, and this is quite a well-known chant in the kirtan world in the West. It's a song by Krishna Das, and so we're going to start there and just create a nice uplifting mood. Then I'm going to talk about this goddess Durga, and then we'll do one more chant and meditation and then chant. Okay? So what do we got up there? Nico, if we put the sorry, I changed the order on you. Can we do Ma Durga? Oh, sorry, that's not Nico. The next one, sorry. Yeah, let's do that one. Okay, great. Okay, so you see the mantra up there. So say Jaya, Sita. Oh, I sent you the wrong one. I apologize. We're just going to take that one down. That's not the right one. Sorry. So repeat after me. Hey Ma. Hey Ma. Durga. Yeah, this is just an invocation and calling out, hey Ma Durga. And then we say Jaya, we still will say Jaya, Jagadambe. Jagadambe. Which is actually a combination of two words, which is Ambe is mother, so say Ambe. Ambe. This is all Sanskrit, right? Ambe. And then Jagad. Jagad, it means the whole universe, or everything that we can possibly perceive of. So it's the mother of the universe, Jagadambe. Okay? Say that, Jagadambe. Jaya Jagadambe. Okay, great. Well, you'll just have to, it's actually better you don't have the lyrics and you just go for it. Really, it really is. It's nice sometimes, but then you just get in your head and you're looking the whole time. And better close your eyes and just focus on your voice. Also, it seems like there's some reverb on my vocal. If we could take that off. Great. Okay, are we ready? Jaya Jagadambe, Jaya Jagadambe, Hey Ma Durga, Hey Ma Durga. Together. Jaya Jagadambe, Jaya Jagadambe, Hey Ma Durga, Hey Ma Durga, Jaya Jagadambe, Jaya Jagadambe, Hey Ma Durga, Hey Ma Durga. Together. Jaya Jagadambe, Jaya Jagadambe, Hey Ma Durga, Hey Ma Durga, Jaya Jagadambe, Jaya Jagadambe, Hey Ma Durga, Hey Ma Durga, Jaya Jagadambe, Jaya Jagadambe, Hey Ma Durga, Hey Ma Durga. Jaya Jagadambe, Jaya Jagadambe, Hey Ma Durga, Hey Ma Durga. Okay, now let's full force. Jaya
on now. Jaya Jagadambe Ma Durga He Ma Durga Jaya Jagadambe Jaya Jagadambe Ma Durga He Ma Durga Jaya Jagadambe Jaya Jagadambe He Ma Durga He Ma Durga Jaya Jagadambe Jaya Jagadambe He Ma Durga He Ma Durga Jaya Jagadambe Jaya Jagadambe He Ma Durga He Ma Durga Give it up for Greg Warnick. I'm going to talk again. Okay, can I get this mic on? Is this on? Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. And then if we can get the image of, oh yeah, oh look at that, that's nice too. Activate the power of Durga. Great, the yogic path of power and protection. Amazing. And then if we get that, yeah, perfect. Okay, there she is. Ooh. How does she look? Do we like her? Do we like her? Durga. Everybody say Durga. Durga. All right, let's dive into this. Let's take a deep breath in. And exhale out. Inhale in. And exhale out. Inhale in. And exhale out. All right. So one of the key technologies for Bhakti Yoga. Have you heard of Bhakti Yoga before? Bhakti Yoga, it's the yoga of the heart and of devotion. It's how we connect to the divine in this very heartfelt way. It's so it puts the flavor, the loving flavor into our practice and our communion. So we call it Bhakti Yoga in this tradition. And one of the crucial components, along with, of course, singing and chanting, is the storytelling. It's the storytelling. And now this is a really important piece because the storytelling activates our inner child. And it goes into the subconscious. And this is really important because the yogis knew that the majority of what dictates our life is our subconscious. So yeah, we can address the conscious mind. We can consciously want to do things in our life. But what's programmed in the subconscious is much more important. That's what's really dictating life. Can we turn this monitor down? So the stories is part of that technology. And sometimes we don't think of storytelling as technology. Have you ever thought of storytelling as technology? Have you ever thought of singing and chanting as technology? But it is. It's technology for what? Your heart. And that too, your subconscious. But particularly for your heart. So Bhakti Yoga says we want to cultivate practices on a regular basis that helps us blossom open our hearts. And that it's not necessarily just a given, that we just wake up every day and my heart is just so open. How many people wake up in the morning and just, oh, my heart is just so open. I can't wait to look in the mirror. I can't wait to go see what's on the news today and just see what's going on in life. I'm sure it's wonderful. So, a lot of times it's a practice. It's a practice to be grateful. It's a practice to pray. It's a practice to meditate. It's a practice to do yoga. It's a practice to do breath practices. It's a practice to optimize our whole well-being. It's a practice to optimize our minds so that we keep this, outlook of life, a positive outlook of life, an optimistic outlook of life. Because, let's face it, we're kind of inundated with negativity. We're inundated with doubt. We're inundated with criticism. And so, Durga, here comes Durga. We have to have courage. We have to have will. We have to have determination to face this life, face all the challenges. Every single one. So Durga is that representation to face every single challenge and just go head on. Head on. And there's a really key component about Durga. She knows she's going to be victorious. She always knows she's going to be victorious. She doesn't believe she's going to be victorious. She doesn't I'm not sure, maybe. No, she just knows. She has conviction. Durga, conviction. You can't ride a tiger without conviction. Anybody rode a tiger before? Or a lion? Did you ride a lion over there in Africa, Mary? Wow. You rode a mountain lion? I mean, that's our lion of the Pacific Northwest. We don't have tigers and lions except for, imported. But pumas definitely. We got pumas. So that's our, really, that's our Durga. So if we had a emanation of Durga in the Pacific Northwest, we would have her on a cougar. Okay, so let's get deeper into the stories, because these stories have been around for a long time. We're talking thousands of years that these stories are passed down. And the iconography. So even the symbolism of the iconography, this is also part of Bhakti Yoga technology. The symbolism, the paintings, what this represents. So we can just take a look real quick. This is a pretty pared down version. This is a very mild version of Durga, by the way. A lot of times she's got a lot more weapons than this. She's known as the fierce warrior goddess, so this is a very gentle one. She's she's calmed down, maybe after the battle. But we got a lotus representing the ongoing awakening, right? Never-ending awakening process. And then she's got her right hand in Abhaya Mudra, meaning, hey, don't worry, no fear. Don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is going to be all right. She sings, she was before Bob Marley. Then she's got this trident. And often that's related to Shiva, but it ultimately it represents a mastery of all the trinities. There's all these different aspects of the three aspects of life, and on and on. There's many different aspects of the trinity, but it represents a certain mastery. You have that staff. It means a sense of power, right? Again, that conviction. Why do you have a staff? You never noticed as soon as you have a staff, you have a whole nother level of posture. Like, imagine if you walk in with a staff, you turn heads. Like, you're walking with a staff? Symbol of power, right? Symbol of steadfastness. So she doesn't have all these other weapons, but typically she has all these other weapons in the depictions. She has all these weapons because they were given to her. So shall we go into the story? You guys want to hear a story? Yes. Do you want to hear a story? Do you want to hear a story? How about you in the back? Do you want to hear a story? You yawning? Yeah, do you want to hear a story? Oh, okay. I guess I'll go. I had a lot of mate, so you know that. Or matcha. Okay, so our story begins. Like any one of us could play this part of the story. In fact, that's how the stories go. We're actually not just one of the characters, we're all the characters. Okay, so there's these twins. And one wants to be really well known. Because, they have childhood issues. They weren't seen by their parents. And so they want to be seen. And they don't want to be seen by just a few people, like more than just this unity crowd. They want, more than just Bend, Oregon. More than the whole state of Oregon. They want to be known throughout. They don't even want to go through Hollywood and like that. They want to be known through the whole world. And even beyond the world, they want to be known in the underworlds. They want to be known in the heavenly bodies. They want to be known. Fame. And they want to be rich. And they want to be powerful. And they want to do whatever they want to do. We're talking about deep desires that every single one of us, in a sense, has. Whether it's distorted version of it or non-distorted version. Does anybody want to be seen in this room? Ever? You want to be seen for what you do? Okay, you do. Yeah, okay. Does anybody like material wealth here? Like having things, nice things, houses, cars, boats. Some of you want planes, I don't know. Definitely technology, phones and computers. Who doesn't want those things? And maybe you want multiple of them, and on and on and on. Who likes to dictate what they do in their day-to-day life? Who doesn't want somebody else to tell them what to do in their day-to-day life? So we can see how we all could relate to it, and then we can also see how it can get distorted. And so the story goes is that these two, because they weren't seen, and they had a strong desire, strong propensity. I mean, we're talking serious. So they start doing practices because they find out about these practices, these yogic practices, very esoteric, they found out. And this teacher, they found a teacher, and he taught them. And he said, if you do these practices, if you're very diligent, you'll get boons. You'll get siddhis, they call them. Siddhis are the spiritual blossoming of powers as you awaken. Whoa. Who doesn't want siddhis? Wow. Lasers out of your third eye. Teleport, manifest, and then dematerialize and come to another place. They talk about all these stories in the yoga tradition. But deeper than that, they had this feeling like they want to be invincible. Have you ever felt that way? That you don't want to be able to get defeated by anyone. I mean, who wants to lose in a fight? You get in a fight with your partner. Who wants to lose? We're going to get in a fight, and I'm going to make sure that every time I'm going to lose. Nobody wants that. What's the fun in the fight? What's the fun in the argument if you're always going to lose? You're always going to succumb. No, that's not fun. There's the argument. There's to see if we can win. Who wins? I prove my point. We have humility here at Unity, so we're trying to find the neutral grounds. But let's be real. When we really get in an argument, we want to win. If we have a point of view of our life or things that we want to do, we want to get done, on and on and on, our belief system, and if it gets challenged, you're going to fight for that. Do you fight for what you believe in? Okay. So as they're doing these practices, first they start sitting down and they start doing their breath practices. Let's do it. Okay, let's do it together. Inhale through your left nostril. Exhale through your right nostril. Inhale through your right nostril. And exhale through your left nostril. Good. Now that's just like basics, right? Now these guys were given much more advanced. So let's do like much more advanced. Let's inhale 7 bursts. Exhale 7 bursts to the right. Now inhale 7 bursts to the right. And exhale 7 bursts to the left. Now that's good. That's good. That's good. So they would do this. And some of us do it in a yoga practice. We might do for like a few minutes, These guys would do it for like 3 hours. And then they started seeing how clear their minds were getting. So they would do it for 5 hours a day. Then they started realizing, hey, this stuff is working. And then they found out some mantras. They started doing some mantras. And then they realized it works much better if they started doing handstands. They were doing all the asanas, and all of a sudden they were doing handstands. They got so strong, they were ripped. Then they noticed their bodies are starting to look better. They're getting 6-packs, and I'm like, man, this is amazing. And so now all of a sudden, not only do they handstands, but now they've got one hand planted and they're breathing as they're doing their breath practice. Their feet are in the air. They're just getting more and more ripped. And then, alternating every hour, they'd switch hands. Mantras going, breath practice going. And all of a sudden, they're doing this for hours and hours and hours while they're in cold water, cold plunging. I mean, these guys were serious. Forget biohacking. These guys are like transcendental hacking. And they just kept going. Diligent. Years go by. They don't miss a day. They don't miss a day of practice. They just steady. So what happens in this tradition is that if you keep going at it, you create this fire. They call it tapas. You create this fire. And then if you create enough fire, you start like getting the attention of the gods. And so there they are, creating fire in the sun. And so all of a sudden, there's a rule that takes place, that if you do enough tapas, practices, that you will get a boon from a god. In this case, the great creator god, Brahma, comes to them at last. And he says, Shumba and Nishumba. Those are the 2 twins, right? Brothers. And he says, you guys are like outrageous. I mean, you're seriously dedicated yogis. I mean, it's one thing to be doing cold plunges, but cold plunges while you're doing a handstand is like next level. And doing alternate nostril breathing and mantra practice. Wow. And these guys are serious about their yoga practice. So he gets a boon. They get a boon. He says, I'm here. What would you like? And they both look at each other like, dang, that teacher was right. We just went for it, and now we get the boon. And so they say, we want to be defeated. No, invincible, deathless. We don't ever want to die. Does anybody ever have that feeling, like they don't ever want to die? Ever felt that way before? I mean, who's just like ready to die? Few people. Take me out, let's go. So they don't want to die, and they want to be invincible. That's the boon they want. And Brahma says, okay, here's the deal. There's always got to be a caveat if you get this invincibility boon. So it's like, you guys can choose. What do you want that to be? And they're like, Well, I mean, why don't we do it by that? The one caveat is that we could be killed by a woman. I mean, well, come on. You know, look at us. Been doing handstands for hours every day. We're ripped. What woman's going to kill us? And Brahma says, your wish is my command. And so the boon is bestowed upon them. And so they're like, let's see if this thing works. So they go out and find somebody and push them. What's up now? And this guy's like, what the? And he pushes them back, and they start pushing, getting the brawl. And guess what? They win. Oh. They quickly realize, let's test it out to a whole nother level. So they go to Las Vegas. They sign up for the next UFC championship tournament. And guess what? They just keep winning. Cages, no cages, boxing, kickboxing, martial arts. They win everything. And of course, their fame's growing, their wealth's growing, their power's growing. And so now they've got all this influence. They become influencers. They talk about what they do in cold water plunges, doing handstands, alternate breathing. They're going viral on social media. And they're growing. And it's the perfect place to grow, Las Vegas. They buy up the whole Las Vegas Strip. They buy out all the other gangsters. But they want more. They're like, Las Vegas, we can buy everything. Pretty soon they're buying everything. And all of a sudden they're like, why don't we run for president? Well, there's two of us, but we could change the laws. We're that powerful. So they run for president. They win presidency. Surprise, surprise. They want more. And so they start conquering. However it is, the story goes. But soon they've conquered the whole world. They have power over the whole world. But that's still not enough. Isn't that crazy? You got control of the whole world. All the people of the world, all the creatures, you have it. Still not enough. Oh, one more. Okay, more. They go to the underworld. All the demons, the goblins, the orcs, whatever it is. Control all that. Then they get really ambitious. We got armies. Let's take on the devas. They go to the celestial realms. They start battling with the celestials. And even the celestials are going, what the heck is going on? We battle with these Shumba and Nishumba, and they still don't lose. Finally, Shiva, Vishnu, they're battling with these guys. What the heck is going on with these two? And they're like, where's Brahma? What the heck has he been? And then they're like, we got to talk to him. I think he has to do with this. So they go to Brahma. And they ask him about this. He's like, oh, that's right. I gave them a boon. And the boon is that they can't be killed. Except, they're like, oh, I knew there was a caveat. By a woman. Oh, okay. So what they do, they harness all their power. All the celestial gods harnessing all their powers and their weapons. Did we ever watch Captain Planet? Anyone watch Captain Planet? With all our powers combined, we form Durga. So they call upon the Divine Mother in her fierce form as Durga. And Durga emerges. And Durga is then given the weapons by all the gods to go fight Shumba and Nishumba. Whoa. And I realize I'm going way over time, so I got to hurry this up. So she rides straight for him. Now, even within the process, they've created some serious, there's the head honchos, but then there's always like the other head honchos, the generals. So she's got to go through and take care of a bunch of other generals too while she's at it, which we don't have time for that right now. But essentially, she rides into these battles, and she just knows she's going to be victorious. And she rides, and she rides, and she's the full power of all the gods, of all the goddesses. Everyone put their Shakti into her. And so she rides, and every time she rides into battle, armies, generals, she slice and dice, and nobody can take on Durga. And now Shumba and Nishumba are like, who the heck is this Durga? And, of course, there are even reports from their troops. They're like, the thing about this Durga is, not only is she badass, she's really distracting because she's so hot. It's like we're trying to fight her, but we're also just like, wow. And then heads are getting chopped off because we're distracted. So Shumba and Nishumba said, bring her to me, drag her by her hair, and bring her to me. Well, they try, and no one can succeed. So finally, she rides up, boom, 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 on her tiger. And she rides up to Shumba and Nishumba. And they both see her. And of course, they fall into the same trap. They're like, wow. Right, look, we've never been defeated since we got this boon. Why not, instead of fighting us, why not join us? And we can rule this world, the lower world, and the heavens together. And Durga says, no thanks. I'm here to restore order and harmony and balance because I'm Mother Nature herself, and I'm coming here to restore, and you all are the problem. And I'm meant to kill you. And they're like, okay, let's go. And the battle ensued. More, what happens? Durga. So let's chant the mantra together. Om. Dum. Durgaye. Namaha. Om. Dum. Durgaye. Namaha. Om. Dum. Durgaye. Om. Dum. Durgaye. Namaha. So the whole, it's just the world is resounding with this mantra. It's just vibrating, that doom. You go into the battle and it's just doom, doom, the drums of war going, and that's the mantra, doom, 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 doom. If you come to a yoga class with me, you're going to do that, doom, 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 doom. And the mantra's going, and she's just slicing away. And boom, she kills Shumba and Nishumba. Da. And then order is restored. And everyone celebrates on the planet, in the celestials. They celebrate this restoring of balance. What's it mean? What's symbolic here? Let's look at it at a very personal level. Durga is that protective force, and within us of Mother Nature, and within us, within our own bodies, that represents our immune system. It's our defense system. It's something we don't have to activate necessarily other than stay healthy, eat good things, right? Maybe take your vitamins, on and on and on, and your immune system is pretty strong. It protects you. Now, the invaders are Shumba and Nishumba. It can be bacteria, it could be viruses, it could be funguses, whatever it may be. And if they get too strong of a hold, lots of imbalance within your body. Too much, you have a serious challenge. Your immune system has a serious challenge. That's at a personal, very personal level. Same is true for our mind and our thoughts. Start thinking a lot of negativity, a lot of fear, a lot of doubt. We create inner monsters. We create the inner Shumba and Nishumba. Have a lot of greed, have a lot of desire for a lot of wealth, a lot of power. Create Shumba and Nishumba within our minds. Then we have to invoke Durga to work things out within our own minds. Addictions, habits, big ones that are really wreaking havoc in our life. Shumba and Nishumba. Then we have to invoke Durga, boom, to get us out. Durga is that higher power that we call upon to bring us into harmony, to balance. But it's not just any kind of higher power. It's a very particular flavoring of higher power that is powerful, that's fierce, that's aligned with our hearts. So Durga is the goddess who rides on the tiger, who represents our will, our determination, our capacity to persevere and be invincible to whatever comes up in our lives, internally and externally. Powerful, huh? So in this tradition, most of the time when Durga is invoked, it's an invocation for our own restoring of our own personal power. The restoring of personal power is an important piece because the thing is that the majority of the time our projection and understanding and what we've seen of power is distorted. But Durga represents empowerment. It represents empowerment aligned with our hearts. It represents uplifting power because true power uplifts all. Oh, Mother Nature uplifts everything. She wants everything to thrive. She doesn't have preferences. She's just like, live, thrive. True power. Distorted power, oppress, repress, squash, greed, on and on and on. The distortion of power. So Durga is that invocation, that calling in of true power, empowerment. And empowerment, personal empowerment, but power as community, as society, heartfelt, compassionate, loving. Pretty deep, huh? Just how this story is. We can go on and on, but I think I ran out of time. So as you can see, the stories ultimately are symbolism for our own personal life. And then as we learn about it, we learn about what she represents, what the stories represent, then it also is empowering for our own personal life. And then we come back here and we come back to the chanting, for example, and we use the emotion, whatever emotions are coming up for us in every single challenge in our life, and we sing to it. We make the experience and the emotions that we have an offering. Oh, you know, this is just the most challenging moment of my life. I have so much emotion coming up. I have so much busyness in my mind, so many thoughts, so many things. I'm going to take all of this energy and offer it back to the Divine Mother. So let's do that now. Come on up, Greg. Kali Durga. Kali I didn't talk about, but she's an even more fierce form of the Divine Mother that comes from Durga's third eye. She fights one of the generals. Okay, so let's turn this one off and switch to the microphone. Okay, so we'll just chant along here, and this is, you'll see that now you can see the lyrics up there. Kali Durga. So Durga, when we call Durga, it's like Durga but called out, just like a longing for. So Durga, Durga, same thing. And then Namo Nama, I just bow or I'm grateful for. When there's Jagadambe again, Jai Jai Ma. So let's try this out. Guitar's not working. There it is. Kali Durga, Namo Namah. Kali Durga, Namo Namah. Together. Kali Durga, Namo Namah. Kali Durga, Namo Namah. Om Kali Durga, Namo Namah. Kali Durga, Namo Namah. Om Kali Durga, Namo Namah. Kali Durga, Namo Namah. Kali Ma, Kali Ma, Kali Ma, Kali Ma. Together. Kali Ma, Kali Ma, Kali Ma, Kali Ma. Durga Ma, Durga Ma, Durga Ma, Durga Ma. Durga Ma, Durga Ma, Durga Ma. Om Kali Durga, Namo Namah. Kali Durga, Namo Namah. Everybody. Kali Durga, Namo Namah. Kali Durga, Namo Namah. Om Kali Durga, Namo Namah. Kali Durga, Namo Namah. Om Kali Durga, Durga Ma, Durga Ma, Durga Ma, Durga Ma, Durga Ma, Durga Ma, Jagadambe Jai Jai 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 Ma, Jagadambe, Jagadambe Jai Jai Ma, Jagadambe Jai Jai Ma, Jagadambe Jai Jai Ma, Kali Durga Namo Namah, Kali Durga Namo Namah. Om Kali Durga Namo Namah, Kali Durga Namo Namah, Om Kali Durga Namo Namah, Kali Durga Namo Namah, Kali Ma, Kali Ma, Kali Ma, Kali Ma, Durga Ma, Durga Ma, Durga Ma, Durga Ma, Kali Durga Namo Namah, Kali Durga Namo Namah. Together. Kali Durga Namo Namah, Kali Durga Namo Namah. Good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. And just take a moment to sit and feel the vibrations, integrate the story, the talk. Inhale deeply. And exhale. And together we say Jai, Jai, Durga, Ma. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. Namaste.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that, Ananda. Hi, Greg. How are you? So good to see you. William, if you would, he's going to lead us in a prayer, and Soul Shine can make their way up if they feel called. Dave can make his way to the piano. Platform 1.
As we take this next inhalation in and settle down into our own personal sovereignty in this eternally streaming now, let us open up and realize that life is calling us forward, and we step forward bravely, that life will provide all that we need. And as we hold this and know this and feel this, let us choose to bless this moment and bless the day and bless the whole world of our own free will. And so it is.
Thank you so much for that, Soulshine. I love that song so much. Thank you, Ananda. Thank you to Greg. Are there any visitors here today? Any visitors? Hi, welcome visitor from Germany. Are there any others? There are blue, hi, how are you? There are blue cards in the back of the chairs. If you're a visitor, you're new here, maybe it's not your first or second or third, feel free to fill out that blue card. It puts you in contact with our community. We won't be bugging you about things, but it lets you get in the loop with what's going on here, the newsletters and things like that. And we want you to be involved. So if you feel called, please check it out. Next, if I could have my greeters come on up with the baskets for me. There's a lot of microphones up here. I'm kind of navigating around. We're going to be doing our offering. So it's a long day, and we're going to keep it short. Here at Unity, we rely on your contributions to keep the lights on and keep doing things like this and have microphones and people give performances and workshops and everything else. It's your contributions, your volunteering that allows us to keep this thing rolling. So if you feel so called, give us either an energetic blessing, a prayer, a thought, a comment, a penny, $1, $100. We'll like it and we'll enjoy it. And we will appreciate it. So if you would, just keep blessing me right here before these baskets go out in order that we bring in the energy. Yes, there we go. From the love of pure spirit within us, we bless these gifts. We send them forth to heal, bless, and prosper. They are evidence of our faith and belief. They do good work in the world and return to us multiplied abundantly. And so it is. Take it away, Soulshine. I love this one. Gratitude in my heart, gratitude in my soul. I just
just wanna say thank you. Mahalo. I just wanna say thank you. Mr. Baku. I just wanna say thank you for it all. Feeling groovy. I got gratitude in my heart, gratitude in my soul.
In my soul, baby.
I just wanna say thank you. Dankeschön. I just wanna say thank you.
Merci.
Grazie. I just wanna say thank you for it all. Thank you for it all. Thank you for it all.
So, if you guys see around, you have Reverend Jim over here, Donna is up here as well, Kalinda. If you see somebody with a white stole, those are members of our prayer team here at the congregation. And we want to invite you after service to take a moment, if you feel called, to find one of them and pray, get a prayer in person, or align with intention going out throughout your week. If you feel that you need something, these are the people to reach out to, and I want you to be aware of that as we're going forward. Now, to talk about us, there is a talk about afterwards. Ananda Das will not be there today. He's not available to be there. But William will be hosting it. So everybody, please, if you want to be able to express further or to commune further, join us at that talk about, and it's an ability for you to do so. I would also like to have us do our prayer of intention going out into the beginning of the week. So we set our intention coming in, that we were going to be open to a new concept with technology. I feel we were, right? To these beautiful lessons that Ananda was bringing us. And we're going to close our intention going out of here so that we can encapsulate and carry that energy beautifully out into the world and be a loving light inside of our community and congregation as a whole. So this prayer of intention, if you would say it with me. The holy light shines within and all around me, a presence of love that is always there. I am that presence. I am a radiant field of love energy. I am holy light. My essence cradles and guides me. I am a gift in this world. I go forth from here in joy to bless the world with my loving light. Have a wonderful week, everybody. And so it is. Take it away, Dave.
I got gratitude in my heart.